Hello, and thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru, and tonight we are celebrating the Happy New Year event. And I just thought that I'd come at you with a series recap or review on Mysteries of Blind Frog Ranch. This is available on, I believe, HBO Max, Discovery Plus, and a few other networks out there. This is a show that's been on for about 3 to 4 years. It started in 2021, and this is a mystery science television series. This is out in, I believe, Utah. And like I was saying, this has to do with some of the phenomenon that has recently become widely available to the general public. I know a lot of people have been investigating cryptids, UFOs, or if they're now referred to as UAPs. Now they've become kind of generalized in our pop culture zeitgeist. But just going into this series, for those of you that haven't checked this out, it's been out for a few years, but going into season one, I've got a few episodes pulled up right here. So let me just pull them up real quick. We've got What Lies Beneath, which was their first episode that came out on January 21st, 2021. Then Submerged Treasure, Mormon Gold, Someone Was Here was episode 4, Trespassers 5, and then episode 6, Answers. So to begin, it was a mini series, only 6 episodes, to try to test out the waters, to see how things would go. And then they built up traction. I think a lot of people discovered them in 2022, and gave them a little bit more funding because they managed to do 8 episodes, which was fantastic to see. A couple more uh, episodes made there. We were kind of hoping for, now that we're in the generalization of mini series in television, we're hoping that they're going to go longer, and hopefully there won't just be a smaller decretion of the content. I know it's expensive nowadays to make a lot of this stuff. We're talking about, things like Shogun, for instance, on Hulu, and other things like Star Wars for Disney Plus have budgets that have gone outrageously over the top. But a lot of these network television shows that are based in reality shows have been able to get by despite the strikes happening earlier in the year, um, and all of the hardship that there have been in Hollywood. They've still been able to come out with these reality TV show television series, so I'm very thankful for that. So moving on into season 2, I've got a little bit of the episode titles pulled up right here. So let me go down a bit. Um, so we've got, the first episode was titled "No Dying Trying Today," and that came out in January 22 of 2022. And then we've also got Aztec or Not. So yeah, big interesting thing about this property is that they believe that it is the sacred homeland of the Aztec, and that when they were traveling from Mexico from the Spanish during the wars that they had with them, that they came back to the West, to their former empire, and were depositing gold somewhere in the mountains of Utah, and that they believe that Mormons discovered it, and they created a mine, and were using it. They knew that Native Americans helped the Aztec hide their gold because they were also persecuted and hunted by the Spanish. So a lot of really interesting history happening right here in our own backyard. If we just did a little bit of digging and research, I thought it was very fascinating to find out about. Right here at the tail end of 2024, all this juicy, fun fact history. So for those of you that are really interested in that, come out here and check out on Discovery Plus and HBO Max, Mysteries at Blind Frog Ranch. Highly recommend it. But going on into my series recap. Let's see, I left off on Aztec or Not. That was episode 2 of season 2. Then we've got Diving Blind. Yeah, so they go into the water of these caves and they investigate looking for, of course, evidence of gold and silver. The family on the property is trying to get rich or make a profit off of this, and also bring them to the fact that this is historically a thing that happened. But they believe that the natives believe that the land is cursed based off of all the tragedy and the death that has caused from the gold, and they shouldn't be finding it, which is another interesting concept for the story. Um, so moving on from Diving Blind, we've got What's Inside the Box. So they discovered that there was a crate buried underwater that they tried to access with tools, machinery, and they only ended up pushing it further in. Um, we've got Radioactive Rocks, The Void, Down to the Center of the Earth, and then Darkness, Danger, and Death for the finale of season 2. So all of these episodes were very fascinating to find out. The sun, which I believe I need to bring up a little bit of the cast names just to go over. But the son is adamant about diving. He's a professional cave diver, and he's been um, one of the forefronting people of going through there and trying to discover all the different passages and passageways. They've also had to tell him to slow down, to wait for safety. They've brought in more people in this latest season. I believe they're now on season 4. Uh, but moving on from there, we left off on what was it, season 2. Bring down this list over here. So yeah, we've got season 3 now. We're going into, which was in 2023. Um, we've got 3 billion heist, um, underground tsunami, underground tsunami, um, Aztec evidence, the Mormon wagon trail, Into the Mormon Eye, Back to the Energy Zone, Battle of the Black Rock, and then Into the Cavern. So yeah, all of these episodes are very fascinating. Like I said, check the show out for those of you that are interested in history and gold hunting. This is a definite high recommend. Let me pull up real quick just the cast of um, Frog Ranch. See, people have asked on the internet if it's fake or not. I do not believe it's fake. I think it's very real, similar to the phenomenon that's happening on Skinwalker Ranch. I've also been watching that for years, and I'm very much a believer of that. Um, okay, so we've got, let's see, landowner Dunes Ollinger. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's the father, the dad that owns the property. Seems like a pretty straight shooter, um, miner, prospector, gold searcher, basically. And they've also got, let's see, yeah, Eric Drummond, and he's their archaeologist, and he's also a geologist. Um, so he's their expert on checking out rocks and all of the different um, stuff there is for finding historical um, artifacts. Also looking for, there's one other guy. Uh, Yeah, they don't have a very good picture of him, but Patrick DeLuca. Um, he's a pretty important character. Also, Ryan Walsh um, are a couple more of the guys that are involved in checking out the area for gold, looking for the historical artifacts from the Aztecs. Um, trying to look up. Uh, he's also got a friend of Charlie Cinder, who's there on the show as kind of just an overall look out for poachers, because they've had in the past seasons 2 and 3 people camping out on their property and also putting up their own mining rigs, going into the ground looking for this gold out there. They've been illegally going out there and poaching up fake mining rigs, which is kind of crazy, but no one's been out there to stop them until they call out the police to come out there and run them out. Um, so Charlie is kind of their lookout guy for that. But also they're all checking out and making sure they're not damaging any kind of historical artifacts in the process. But very interesting to see. The show's wrapping up now with its last couple episodes. Um, I know that they've had this season 4 has been one of the most exciting seasons. Um, they've also had the Death Rumble, which I believe they're saying is going to be premiering, but I think it's already released. I'm not exactly sure about that, but the Curse of the Aztecs, Death Trap, the Skull, Sacrificial Altar. I think all of these has come out already. We have not seen the disaster at Bead Site yet, or the Aztec um, Aqueduct. Haven't seen that, or Underwater Kingdom. So there's 3 more episodes left to drop that we're waiting for. We're probably going to get those in the new year, celebrating the end of 2024 with all this major discovery happening out in Utah, Blind Frog Ranch. But definitely check this out if you guys have not heard of the show. Look into it. There's books on the subject, all kinds of news articles. So definitely get informed. Check out what there is to see. My name is Screen Scene Guru. Make sure to follow me here on YouTube, but you can also follow me on Instagram under Screen Scene Guru as well. Make sure to like the video, comment down below what are your thoughts on not just my video, but the topic itself. Do you guys believe in the paranormal, the strange, and unexplained? Or do you guys not really follow that type of stuff? If not, I suggest you guys going to other channels and checking out them and what they think on the topic. But until next time, I think that you guys should have a good time checking this one out if you guys are into the topic. But until the next video, Happy New Year. Hope you all are celebrating and having a good one. Bye bye. Have a good one.